Hi, I'm Cindy Kruger, and I'm going to show you today how the electronic payment facility works at LegalSuite. Firstly, there's a few setups that you need to do within the system in order for the electronic payments to work. Our first step, and this only needs to be done once off, is to check that your business or trust banking details have been set up in the business ledger. So you go to the business ledger icon, which is your third icon on your top toolbar. We're going to do a trust bank account electronic payment. So you'll go to the trust bank account and you'll go double click or right click and change, and you go to banking info, and now you're going to fill in your banking details. So your account name, your account number. Now what's very important is that the institution, you drop down and you select the institution, because each bank has its own import specifications to import into the bank. So you're going to say FNB, and you put in the branch code. Okay, so now we know that our bank account has the banking details filled in. Then under the matters, the parties for the matter, so you go to the address book, and you go to one of your parties. You then go to the banking details on the left hand side, and it's going to ask you to right click and insert, and then you fill in the information. So let's say, for example, this is Umhlanga Hospital. You fill in your account number here. What type of account is it? The institution that it's for. So let's say, for example, Absa Bank. Where's the branch? The branch code. So let's select a branch. The branch code, and you can put the reference, say, for example, Acme Attorney. So this is what will show on their bank account. And you say OK. Okay, in this instance we already have one, which is here, Umhlanga Hospital. So it's all filled in here. And you say OK. So that's when you fill in the banking details for the party that you're going to be paying. Very useful, especially when it comes to administration orders. So you have your different creditors, and they all have their banking details filled in. So when you do an electronic payment, it will send it through to that. So it's less capturing, and it's eliminates user error as well. Then what you also have is you have under the creditors, if you go to your creditors and you double click on a creditor and you go to other, there's little banking details here. So if you go to banking details, it's asking you to fill in the banking details for your creditors. So here you can right click and insert, or insert on your top toolbar, and very similar to all the screens that we have, you'll fill in the account name, the account number, and all the various different details for the banking details. So that's a setup that you have to do on your files in order to use the LegalSuite electronic payments option. So how do we capture an electronic payment? So you'll go to payments, you'll go to trust payment. Okay, and we're going to put in ABS1/1231. Okay, this is the description that you want to use. So for example, we can say payment to client. And where are you paying it from, and where are you paying it to? So I'm going to say client, because we're paying it over to the client. You put in the amount. Okay, trust bank account. Remember, this is the bank account that is going to pull the electronic payment details from. What's important here is the payment type. You're going to drop down and you're going to select electronic payment. And you'll see when you do, there's a little electronic payments icon that comes here. So you can go and you can check, oh, hang on. This matter doesn't have anything filled in for the type of business banking details. So you can right click and you can insert in this screen, and you can fill in the details here. Okay, so we're filling in our banking details. Okay, and then you select that and you'll see that it will fill in. So it's very important that when you go through, you just check that the electronic payment details, so the banking details, have been filled in. You say OK. You say OK, and it will add it. Now you can go through and you can capture all your electronic payments. And then now you finish capturing your electronic payments, so you say cancel. How do you create that file that you're going to import into your banking system? You go to the printer and you go down to the electronic payments option. And when you go there, it will show you what electronic payments are available. You can drop down here and you can select your various bank accounts. It all depends on which. And you'll see now that there's a little FNB icon here. Remember, I said to you it's very important when setting up your banking details for your bank account that you select the correct institution. And this is why, because LegalSuite identifies what institution you selected on your business ledger and then it will automatically know to create that bank's format for the importing. So you'll click on your FNB icon or ABSA icon or whichever it is where you're saying, and it will come up and will ask you to please save this file. So you can create a file called a folder called electronic payments on your desktop or on your C drive, and this is where you can save it. It's always helpful to put in the date, for example, so you know exactly which date the electronic payments are for, and then you'll then save it, and it'll say to you one electronic payment has been exported, and I'll tell you where it's saved it to. You can then go into your bank account and you can import those electronic payments into your bank account, which helps you with duplicate capturing and also eliminates user error. And that's how the electronic payments in LegalSuite works.